National anthem.
Take a break.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Well, good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to another Rider Nation Station sports telecast of Rough Rider football as we begin the 2023 season here on Rider Nation Station. We're glad to have you along. I'm Joe Hurlbert, and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play commentary of tonight's contest. Alongside me, my colleague for the last 3 years, Zach Farrell. So, Zach, beautiful night for football, and of course, we're on the road. Our first game, the WBL opener for both squads here at Bulldog Stadium in Celina.
Absolutely, Joe. It's a beautiful night here in Celina, Ohio. Thinking a little bit about the game time temperature sponsored by Fowler's TV. 84 degrees here on the field. A little cloudy in the sky. I hope that the sun gets down behind some of these clouds, because where you and I are sitting, we're looking directly into the sun above the Celina home side. And but man, what a way to open the WBL season. Arch rivals across the lake battle here between St. Mary's and Celina. It's always the biggest WBL game of the year, and here we go again.
It's kind of unique because every 2 years the Western Buckeye League schedule rotates. Last year, the Rough Riders ended the regular season with a win over the Celina Bulldogs. In the 2023 campaign, they will now open the Western Buckeye League campaign against the Celina Bulldogs. So these two teams very familiar with each other, had a tough go in their season openers. Both teams were shut out. Versailles shut out Celina 26-0, and of course St. Mary's shut out on the road at St. Henry by a score of 17-0. So a lot of things to work on this week, and hopefully these two teams will come and they'll show some improvement for both coaches this week.
Yeah, it's very intriguing because you're just wondering, okay, are both teams that bad, or did both teams just have a bad night? Are we going to see a shootout tonight where both teams improve a lot, and or is one team going to step up and say, last week was a fluke, we're a lot better than that this year? I hope for us it's the St. Mary's side, but I have a feeling with it being St. Mary's Celina that we're going to have a close game, and both teams are going to look a lot better this week.
Well, let's take a look quickly, Zach, at the Rough Riders. Of course, the Rough Riders graduated some first and second team all-leaguers from their offense last year. Their offensive line is totally new, and they have a little experience. They return 4 seniors, 6 juniors, and a sophomore on the offensive unit. So the test will be the offensive line.
Absolutely, yeah. We're always looking for improvement there, and certainly after last week, they're going to be looking for a lot more improvement.
Well, their 2 running backs are pretty solid. We saw a lot of Colton Mabry last year. Dominic Osborne had his time in and out of the offense last year, but they're mainstays. As far as the offensive backfield is concerned, Caleb Schmidt will start at fullback. You'll also see Kevin Perry from time to time. But the key also, as far as the way this offense goes, is their quarterback, Cody Wallace. He's a 3-year starter, 6'3", 225 pounds. And so, I think the offense goes as Cody Wallace goes. I mean, he's got to make smart decisions on the field. He cannot throw into double coverage. He's got to be mobile and make quick decisions on the field.
Yeah, I had a lot of people around town this week say, this offensive line is so young, they need to improve. And I said, wait, they're not really that young. This offense is not young. They're just inexperienced.
There you go.
We've got a lot of guys, and Beau Fry talked about it in the show with you. Then Beau Fry talked about it in the show with you. They were second. They were the second guys last year.
And they didn't see a lot of action.
No, they would come in as for relief. They'd come in the third and fourth quarters. We don't have a lot of starters that have returned. They're older guys. It's time for them to step up. We need to see them start making plays for the Riders this year on offense.
On the defensive side of the football, the Rough Riders return 5 seniors and 6 juniors. They are led on the defensive front by Hunter Mabry and Logan Compton. Caleb Turner will anchor down a defensive line spot, and on the defensive end side is Cody Wallace. They had him listed as a starter defensively, but we also know that there is Owen Ott that will play, and Owen Ott is a freshman.
Yeah.
So,
when's the last time we had a freshman D-line for St. Mary's? I don't. I'm trying to remember.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. And your linebackers will be Hayden Davis, Cameron Dameyer, and Kevin Perry. Both have experience back there. Your DBs will be Jacob Kessler, Noah Dixon, Carter Steinberg, and Luke Bournes. All of them have experience back there as well. So the defense played well, I thought, and we commented it prior to airtime. The defense played well. They gave up 17 points. That should be enough to win you most ball games.
And especially in modern football, where we see spread offenses score routinely 28, 35 points. I thought 17 points from our defense last week against St. Henry was good enough to win. I thought Coach Fry talked about it a little bit. They were really good on first and second down, and they really just gave up a few big plays. Definitely one of the issues that we've seen from our defense in previous years is the quarterback scrambling, and we saw that exposed a little bit last week with St. Henry on some big plays, so I hope that we see that taken care of tonight against Celina. But overall, I thought our defense played very well. They need to not give up so many big plays, but 17 points overall should have been enough with our offense to get the victory.
Well, the Rough Riders were held to 171 yards of total offense, 131 yards of I think it was 171 yards of total offense. And so that offense has to improve that number immensely if they want to win this ball game.
And one point that I didn't bring up was the fact that our offense went 3 and out so many times and punted so many times. They really put the defense in bad positions and on the field a lot. But I've said I feel like we've talked for 3 or 4 years now about the offense carrying the team and the defense letting up some days. So this year, if the defense is going to carry this team, we need to see the offense step up and get some things done.
So the defense will be the strong part until the offense gets it together, and then move forward. Again, I think 8 punts last week by St. Mary's, and I'm trying to think. There was something that I was thinking, I can't think of it. Maybe I'll think about it when we come back from the break.
Time of possession?
Well, they didn't have it a lot, did they?
No.
I'm just trying to see if the Celina Senior Marching Band is getting ready to play the national anthem. I think
always in these early games, it's a learning experience for both sides and for the athletic directors. And so it seems like we kind of sit here and wait sometimes because they're not everything is running on all cylinders.
Yeah, we got some bugs to work out, but that's okay. That's what we'll do. Celina comes in, though, and again, we can talk briefly a little bit about Celina. Their personnel, they're led by quarterback Bobby Morris. He's a 5'10", 155-pound junior. I saw him today. I happened to watch the game against Versailles. Very mobile. He's got a good arm. Makes good decisions. He can run the football, but he'll basically be alongside John Lutz. He's a lone running back, 6'1", 175-pound junior. And then, of course, they've got a plethora of wide receivers. Braylon Gabus, Xander Jones, Carter Allstatler, and, of course, look for the Celina Bulldogs to throw the football a lot because they've got some receivers that can catch it, and we saw that last year.
Yeah,
they could catch the football.
The scary thing about Celina is that they really only lost their quarterback last year, and so they had to replace their quarterback, which Bobby Morris looked pretty good last week, and so now they just had to replace their quarterback. They've got all of their offensive starters coming back, a lot of good receivers, and a few good running backs too. Wesley Graver, I think Parker Burtkey, and John Lutz are all contributors on the offense as well. Really didn't lose too much last year.
Absolutely. The head coach of the Celina Senior Bulldogs is Brennan Bader. Of course, Bo Fry in his 3rd year as the head coach of the St. Mary's Rough Riders. So Right now, both teams into the locker room. We're getting ready for the arrival of the Celina Senior Bulldogs, and the St. Mary's Rough Riders will soon make their way out here on Bulldog Stadium. Always a big ball game between these two teams, the Battle of the Lake. And, of course, here's the Celina Senior Bulldogs, and they will be in their gray pants with white and green stripes, their home green jerseys, white helmets.
Always fun for us, too, because we get to sit here right in the middle of the crowd, right? Normally we're up in a press box or we're in the dreaded scissor lifts.
Exactly.
But tonight we get to sit down here in the crowd on the 50-yard line. We got St. Mary's faithful all around us.
Absolutely.
We got cowbells a couple benches
over.
away.
Yeah. You know, I was going to say, we talked about weather, and I don't think the weather is as hot as they predicted. It was supposed to be like 104 heat index, but, you know, when the weather is, when there's heat involved, sometimes they stop the ball game so each teams can get hydrated and take in water and whatnot. I watched a couple of years ago, we were doing a game down at Sydney, St. Mary's in Sydney, and Sydney was moving the ball. They had got it inside the 5-yard line, and all of a sudden they called for a water break. I thought that you were not allowed to call for a water break if it stops the momentum of the football game.
That's an interesting question that you'll have to remind me. Maybe I can talk to Mark Sisko about in Rules of the Game this week.
Right now we've got the playing of our national anthem. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
All righty, welcome back to Bulldog Stadium in Celina, and here comes your St. Mary's Rough Riders getting ready to make their way onto the playing surface as we get ready and await the kickoff of this Western Buckeye League opener for both teams, the Celina Bulldogs and the St. Mary's Rough Riders. Pass this information along to our viewers while we got an opportunity. Rider Nation Station plans on broadcasting the majority of the games from here on out. The only question mark we have at this point in time is the Kenton game. We're not really sure about the Kenton game. So OG and said, yes, you're a go. Celina, obviously we're here, said we're a go, but you know we're dependent on space in the press box and the facilities, if they can accommodate us. And so like last week, St. Henry had no room for us, so that's why we were not there. But as far as I know, from here on out, the only game in question is the Kenton game at Kenton.
Well, the Riders come out here right below us and definitely sense a sense of urgency about them this week. They don't look quite as deer in headlights or anything like that.
No.
I think they had a tough week of practice. I think they had probably a really tough Saturday with films. And I see a bunch of guys that are fired up and ready to go, and I hope it's reflected on the field tonight.
Well, is the Rough Riders going to receive? I believe they are, So this Rough Rider kickoff return is going to be brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. They'll be our kickoff and kickoff return sponsor throughout the course of the season.
We got 1 minute till game time, 7 p.m. That, of course, is brought to us by our game time and temperature sponsors, Fowler TV. It cooled down a little bit. It's gone all the way from 84 degrees to 83 degrees, Joe.
I can tell it.
But it does feel good, actually.
It does.
The sun has gone behind some clouds above the home side of the stadium here. There is a little bit of a breeze, sort of going from the west to the east. I thought it was going west to east, and I look at the flag, and it's actually going east to west. So maybe some swirling winds here, but looks like on the goalpost, not too much there. So
back to receive the kickoff for the Rough Riders is Kevin Perry, along with Jacob Kessler. They'll be the deep men for the Rough Riders. They'll be standing right about the 2-yard line. Kicking for the Bulldogs is number 22.
That's Zach Graber.
So we're just about ready. We're waiting for the official to blow the whistle and get this Western Buckeye League season opener underway. Glad to have you along. Rider Nation Station, there's the kickoff. It's coming down to Kevin Perry. It goes over his head, rolls out of the back of the end zone.
Joe, one thing to look at, I saw a lot of new people out there on the kick return team than what I saw last week on film. On film, I did see our front line not getting back and getting set very fast. They just weren't fast enough. And I saw a few smaller guys out there. I think Coach Fry probably looked at that this week and wanted to get some smaller guys in there so that they could get back and set up that first line a little bit better.
For the Rough Riders, Cody Wallace is your quarterback. We're in the full house backfield. We'll go with the dive, and I believe it's Kevin Perry on the carry. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 24-yard line.
Nice, good dive there from Kevin Perry.
Colton Mabry on the carry. He goes nowhere as the left side of the Celina Bulldogs stop him. We'll give him a gain of 1 on the play.
Tried a little 5 fullback dive there from Colton Mabry. He's got to keep his head up. There was some room to the outside, but he decided just to kind of run into his own blocker and the defender there. Don't mind the hard running, but I think he had a little bit of space to the outside if you can watch that on film maybe.
Full house in the backfield. We'll turn and give the ball to Kevin Perry. He goes nowhere.
Looks like the punt team's coming out, Joe. And that is not the way that you wanted this offense to get started here. Definitely seemed they had a little bit more pep in their step, though. But unfortunately, same result as we saw last week, 3 and out.
Jacob Kessler in to do the punting for St. Mary's. Back to return for the Celina Bulldogs is number 4. That's
good St. Mary's roll.
Gabus. Ball is rolled dead, and it is down there by the Rough Riders, so the Celina Bulldogs will have the football 1st and 10. First time they'll have possession of the football in the contest. 10:04 remaining here in the first quarter, just underway from Bulldog Stadium on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. They'll be our sponsors on the scoreboard throughout the 2023 season. Quarterback is Bobby Morris, 5'10", 155-pound junior. He's in the shotgun. Got Lutz beside him, gives it to John Lutz, and then he picks up good yardage off the right side. We'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5.
Didn't look like he had a ton there, but he was able to keep his head up and make a nice little hurdle and fall forward for a couple extra yards.
Morris in the gun. Lutz to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Quick pass.
A little bit of a quick screen there for that receiver on the right side of the field. That looks like number 1, Caleb Gabes.
It'll be a first down for the Celina Bulldogs. They'll move the chains. They'll get a fresh set of downs. Ball is placed at their own 45-yard line. John Lutz will be on the right side of Bobby Morris. Got a player in motion. Give it to Lutz. Turns his shoulders upfield. Picks up good yardage, but
a good job from Celina's offensive line. Caden Merlin and 59 Jack Eichler on that left side, pushing people down the field.
Hunter Mabry on the stop for the Rough Riders. It'll be second down. We'll call it 2 for the Bulldogs. Braylon Gabus is at quarterback now, number 4. He's going to keep the football. He'll pick up the first down, breaks a tackle, and he gets to the 39-yard line of St. Mary's where the Rough Riders stop him. Kevin Perry in on the stop. Also, Owen Ott is in there. So it'll be first down, Celina.
It's like Braylon Gabes sort of came in kind of like a wildcat formation, sort of a power run from the shotgun. Had a couple blockers, and they just kind of ran an off tackle to the left there.
Gabus is going to come back in at quarterback. So this is the second possession that he's been at quarterback, or the second down. I just wonder for some issues with Morris, but this right here answers the question. Gabus picks up good yardage. He's going to be close to the first down. We'll give him a gain of about, well, he may have picked up the first down. He did pick up the first down, so give Braylon Gabus first down. Here comes Bobby Morris back into the ball game.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna use Gabes as a sort of a second quarterback coming in for rushing situations, and then bring Bobby Morris in for more passing situations. Sort of a 2-quarterback system here.
Ball carrier is number 9, Parker Berkey. Owen Ott picks up the stop. Kevin Perry in there as well. We'll give the Bulldogs a gain of 3 on the play.
Pretty good stop there, man. Owen Ott, 44, just a freshman. He's a big body in there as a freshman.
Bobby Morris at quarterback. Parker Berkey to his right, man in motion. Give the football to Xander Jones. He's got the corner. He's headed for the end zone, and he is pushed out of bounds by the Rough Riders. It'll be a first down for Celina.
Well, number 20, Hayden Davis, came on a blitz right through the center of the O-line, but he was already behind the play, and that took your linebacker right out of the play. Nobody ever able to get over the top, get to the outside there. Did think there was maybe a hold on the outside that was missed. Saw the wide receiver sort of pulling down the defender, but can't rely on penalties.
Nope, first and goal at the 4-yard line for Celina. Touchdown, Braylon Gabus from the quarterback position takes it in. The Celina Bulldogs score first on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. And they lead 6-0 with 6:14 remaining here in the first quarter. Point after to come. Zach Graber will do the kicking. Snap is back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:14 remaining here in the first quarter on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 7, St. Mary's nothing. Back with the kickoff right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees, Welcome to Spies Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spies Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spies and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spies Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Celina Bulldogs score first. Glad to have you back. They lead 7-0 on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell bringing you the first Western Buckeye League game of the 2023 season between Celina and St. Mary's. Zach, Celina just seemed to play with a lot of poise and move the football right down the field.
Good execution, good play calling, mixing it up with running with the Gabus and as quarterback, and then passing a little bit or handing the ball off from Bobby Morris. Offensive line looked very good for Celina, just created some giant holes and pushed our guys back pretty far on a couple of them. So St. Mary's defense needs to step up and adjust to that.
This Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Kevin Perry with the football. Coming up the left side, or the right side of the, and he has run out of bounds.
Well, that was a good opportunity for the Riders to actually get a chance at a run back. So it looked like the walls were set up pretty well in that kick return. Just the Celina defender got through there, able to disrupt it just enough.
Cody Wallace out underneath center Carson Sturwald. Turn. Give the ball to Colton Mabry. Colton Mabry to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. He's to the 40.
He's going,
He's to the 30.
He's going.
He's going all the way to the 5. Touchdown, Rough Riders. Boy, and just like that, the Rough Riders answer.
Well, that's the way you want your
Mabry.
That's the way you want your offense to answer, huh?
Absolutely, and Colton Mabry with a Fowler TV touchdown. That's the first of the season, by the way. Logan Rush on to do the point after for the Rough Riders. Carter Steinberg will hold, and a chance for the Rough Riders to tie. And just like that, the Rough Riders answer. This is a Fowler TV extra point. There's a snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. And we are tied with 5:51 remaining here in the first quarter on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. It's the Celina Bulldogs 7, your St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
All righty, the Rough Riders answer with a nice run by Colton Mabry.
Had been what, almost 80 yards, 75 yards?
Pretty close. Yeah, pretty close.
I think, Joe, I was trying to think. I don't think we had a run last year over 30 yards, maybe.
Probably not.
It feels like it's been years since we've had a really long run like that. That was from a trap too. That's your fullback coming through with a classic St. Mary's trap right up the middle, and just made a nice cut and had some speed to get behind everybody.
Yeah, once he got through the linebackers, it was just a foot race between him and the safeties to the end zone. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Logan Rush approaches the football. There's the kick. It's high end over end kick. And the ball's loose on the ground. Oh my God, what a stick!
Number 80.
Cameron Dameyer.
We got some replays here, Joe.
This is a Larry Schaff auto sale replay. Well, I'll tell you what, Cameron Dameyer smoked him. So Celina will start a little bit deeper in their own territory than they did on their first possession. Let's play him with some enthusiasm, isn't it?
I think that long run really fired some people up. Let's see if the defense can answer it now.
Bobby Morris, the quarterback, is going to throw it quickly out to Xander Jones. So we'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7 for Celina. The ball is at their own 26-yard line.
Well, both coaches can take a sigh of relief that they're not going to go into a second week of shutouts.
Parker Bertkey beside Bobby Morris. He'll send a man in motion. He'll give it to Bertkey. Bertkey's got blockers out front, and he is tackled.
Good pursuit from Cameron Dameyer, but unfortunately it wasn't until Bertkey was 5 yards down the field. This brings up a really big money down, sponsored by Dr. Mike Compton, Neck and Back Pain Relief Center. 3rd down and 2 for St. Mary's. Rough Rider defense needs to step up here. Could be a huge stop early in this game.
We'll call it 3rd down and a long 2 for the Celina Senior Bulldogs. Morris steps up, quick pass is complete to Braylon Gabus. They'll pick up a 1st down, so.
Not much Jacob Kessler could do out there. He slipped a little bit, but he was kind of playing off anyway. That's one of those formations where we're going to send some guys in deep, so we can't really have our DBs press too much, otherwise they're going to get beat deep.
Exactly.
Just sort of a risk and sort of a chess game that the offensive defensive coaches are playing.
So it'll be 1st down and 10. The ball is at the Celina 39-yard line. Bobby Morris at quarterback. John Lutz, the ball carrier. He'll get about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 for Celina. Ball is placed at the Celina 43-yard line. Bobby Morris in the shotgun position. Give the ball to John Lutz. He's going to go right side. He's got a hole, and he picks up a Celina 1st down.
Celina just keeps finding ways to get a little off-tackle run there. You can see they pulled both their guards. Really good blocking from those 2 guards out in front. St. Mary's DNs are just not getting enough pressure on the edges, and we're not getting any kind of flow to stop that or turn that inside.
I want to thank Larry Schaff Auto Sale. They are our replay sponsors throughout the course of the season, so we want to thank those folks there for coming on board to sponsor our replays. Morris pulls it back. He's keeping the ball. That's not them. That's Gabus. Gabus is going to take it to the 5. Touchdown.
Fortunately, Joe, I think that it's going to come back for holding.
So it's a Roots Pub penalty. Flag on the field.
Watch this replay right here. You can see right there in the middle.
Right there where the Roots Pub is.
Yeah. You got a Roots Pub penalty on that long run. Right in the middle of your screen there. Celina defender just sort of pulled his guy to the ground.
So that'll march it back and eliminate a touchdown for Celina.
Talk about a big play. St. Mary's had an all-out blitz there. all their linebackers blitzing, and Celina did a nice job of blocking it. And Braylon Gabus did a really nice job of taking it to the house, with just making a nice cut downfield.
So we'll call it first down and 20 for the Bulldogs. Rough Rider defense, Zach, from what we've seen in the replays, when we get an opportunity, they just got to start wrapping some people up.
Yeah, we're sending, we sent 6, 7 guys there on a blitz, and none of them were around the ball. They need to, it's not enough just to blitz. You need to be watching where you're going and making sure you're trying to make a play.
Berkey hops over a player, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a couple on the play. Owen Ott, number 44. He's a big guy. You said it before. He's
just a freshman.
He's a big fella.
Nice job that time. See, Ott that time shed his block, sat in the hole, and made the tackle. Also, number 20, Hayden Davis, came flying through and really disrupted one of the pulling guards.
So we're going to give him a loss of 1, so it's second down and 21. Ball's resting at the Celina 41-yard line. Bobby Morris is looking to go deep. Pass over and is caught by Braylon Gabus. And he's going to pick up about 16 yards, 17 yards on the play. So it's going to bring down a third down, which is a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down for the Rough Rider defense. We'll call it 3rd and 4. The ball is at the St. Mary's 42-yard line. Bobby Morris puts the guy in motion. We've got a Roots Pub penalty flag thrown. I think the Rough Riders jumped. And if that be the case, that will be enough for a Celina first down.
That'll be a Roots Pub penalty there on the encroachment. 31, Logan Compton, just a little flinch there, but enough to move the guys and get into that zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Celina. We got 1:13 remaining here in the first quarter on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. 7-7 is our score. Morris. Quick pass out to number 7. That's Caden Wentz, I believe. Or Wernz, W-E-R-N-T-Z, Cameron Wernz. That'll bring up a Celina Bulldog first down, so the Bulldogs moving the football after the Rough Riders had them back deep in their own territory after a good stick on a kickoff coverage. 40 ticks remaining here in the first quarter. 7-7 our score. Parker Berkey to the left of Bobby Morris. Gets it. Berkey's going to get the handoff, and he's going to pick up. He's run out of bounds. He's going to pick up about 6. We're going to give him a gain of 6, and you can see on the Larry Schaff Auto Sale instant replay. So we'll call it 2nd down and 4. Ball's resting at the St. Mary's 19-yard line. That's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Celina Bulldog Stadium with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. It's the Celina Bulldogs 7, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. Back right after we hear from and listen to a Big Ralph Rider replay. Brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph Sub, Pizza, and Calzone. Give them a call today at 419-394-2244.
Riders are in business. Riders have it. T formation. Pitch the ball. Sean Lamb cuts back. Sean Lamb, touchdown! The Rough Riders from 13 yards away. The blue and gold have put it on the board.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Celina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future. Back at Bulldog Stadium, Celina has it 2nd and 4 at the Rough Rider 19-yard line.
Gabus again.
Gabus coming in at the quarterback position.
I really think, we see Gabus in there at quarterback position. We should just stack the line. It doesn't seem like they're willing to pass with them at all.
So Gabus is going to stay in at quarterback. Gabus is a 6'1" senior. He's got John Lutz to the left. He's going to give it to Lutz up the middle, and he's going to be short of the goal line, I believe. There's a Larry Schaff auto sales replay.
Well, we really need the classic Rider bend don't break defense right now.
Absolutely. Hunter Mabry, Logan Compton, Caleb Turner, Owen Ott, the men up front defensively for the Rough Riders. Cameron Dameyer, Hayden Davis, Kevin Perry scattered behind the defensive line. We got a whistle on the play. I think we got a timeout. Timeout called on the field. With the score, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7, Celina 7 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Back right after this.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Celina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Back at Bulldog Stadium, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Second quarter just underway. Celina Bulldogs knocking on the door. It's 2nd down and 8. The ball is on the 9-yard line. So they can get a first down without scoring.
Davis still in there at quarterback.
He's going to take it off the left side, and good job by Logan Compton. He was the first man to get to him, but he was still able to pick up a couple of yards.
I'm really kind of surprised that they're keeping Davis in there because it just, to me, it takes away any kind of pass threat. They're not passing with him. They're right on cue.
Dr. Mike Compton, neck and back pain relief center, money down for the Rough Riders. It's a big play for the Rough Rider defense right here. Although the Celina Bulldogs may be in 4-down territory, or they may elect to go for a field goal, but we'll see. Bobby Morris back in at quarterback. He's going to roll to the right. Pass is thrown and
caught, but short.
I think the pass was caught by Xander Jones. There's another Larry Schaff auto sale replay. We'll give him a gain of 3. We'll call it 4th and 3. We'll see what the Bulldogs.
That's a really nice throw and catch there. Not bad coverage from St. Mary's, but Bobby Morris put it exactly where his receiver needed it.
4th down and 4 for the Bulldogs. They're going to go for it. Braylon Gabus is your quarterback. We've got a timeout on the field called by the Rough Riders. So with 9:10 remaining, their score still tied. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Gabus at quarterback for the Celina Bulldogs. We're going to call it 4th and 4 for Celina. Big stand for the Rough Riders. He jump passes, touchdown.
Pass. Wow.
Nice play by the Celina Bulldogs. The pass was caught by number 24. That was Nick Newell. That was just well designed. It looked like Gabus was going to run it in. He took about 3 steps toward the line of scrimmage and just did a little jump pass over to Newell, who was wide open in the end zone. Very well designed.
It's a classic jump pass that Tim Tebow
absolutely
perfected at Florida many years ago.
Zach Graber will kick out of the hole to Bobby Morris. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:05 remaining in the first half on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard, it's Celina on top, 14-7. We'll be back right after this.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
Alrighty, this Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. 9:05 remaining. Zach Celina had the ball deep in their own territory on an excellent kickoff coverage by the Rough Riders, but they just plugged away and came up with big plays, and that last play very well designed for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's a great drive from the Celina Bulldogs. Back 1st and 20, and they're able to get that big pass on 2nd down, caught 16 yards up, and just really plugged down the field. Thought St. Mary's was going to have a nice stop there near the end zone, but not able to come up with it.
I think I think he caught it in the end zone. Once the
even if you receive it out of the end zone, if your foot steps back into the end zone,
it's a touchback.
It's a touchback. That's what happened there.
Yep. All righty, the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 20-yard line. 9:02 remaining. Plenty of time for the Rough Riders. Last time the Rough Riders answered real quick.
It took one play. Sweep. Oof.
Kevin Perry on the carry for the Rough Riders.
That was a pretty good-looking sweep from St. Mary's. Had a lot of space out in front of him if he doesn't get caught up by that the shoestrings on the back end.
Yep, we'll give him a gain of 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7 for St. Mary's. Eli McNeil wide to the left for the Rough Riders. Turn. Here comes Dominic Osborne on his first carry. He's got a hole. He's to the 40, to the 45. We've got a Roots penalty flag on the field. This one might be called back.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think one of the guards out here, we're going to see right here, nice camera angles, guys. Right there on the line. Just a little bit too much, let him get away from the body.
Nice run by Dominic Osborne on his first carry of the night. Keep in mind, folks, this offensive line is very inexperienced, and they're juniors. The majority of them are juniors. It's a matter with one senior in Tanner Maley, and then
Carson
Sturwald, the center. Your two running backs, Osborne and Mabry, are both juniors,
but very experienced.
And Caleb Schmidt does some running at fullback as a sophomore. So
right,
growing pains, so to speak. So we'll call it second down and 17. The ball is at the Rough Rider 13-yard line. Riders go up the middle. We'll give them, they'll spot the ball at about the 16-yard line.
Riders tried for a trap, but man, Celina was all over it there in the center. I don't think Colton Mabry maybe got quite the right angle on that either, but it was really tough. There wasn't a lot of space there anyway.
Noah Dixon checks in for the Rough Riders. He'll go wide to the right. Wallace throws, passes caught by Carter Steinberg, but it's going to be well short of the first down, so it'll bring on a fourth down punting situation for the Rough Riders.
Nice pass and catch there from Wallace and Steinberg, but when it's 3rd and 17, it's got to be a lot longer, you know. Maybe talk to your receivers about making sure that that's run at least to the yardstick for a first down.
4th and 6, Rough Riders will send in the punting unit. Kessler's punt is fair caught by Braylon Gabus, and so Celina will have the football with pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at their own 46-yard line. That's what I was going to tell you earlier when I had a brain freeze in the pregame against St. Henry. St. Mary's starting possession was at the 19-yard line.
Wow.
And where St. Henry's was about the 36. And that makes a difference. So here again, good field position on a
for the Bulldogs.
Bobby Morris hands the ball off to Lutz. He's going to sweep to the left side. He's got room. He's going up the left sideline, and he is shoved out of bounds, but not before he picks up a first down. It seems like right now the Celina Bulldogs are having their way on the corners.
Yeah.
There's Noah Dixon.
Came in there with some nice speed, but just had a bad angle. And but you know, you can't always have your safeties making that play. You got to get your linemen and your linebackers turning that inside and shedding some blocks.
Morris out of the gun, just a quick pass, and it's going to be caught by Xander Jones. So it'll be a Celina Bulldog. Well, they're going to call it a gain of 9, so it'll be second down and 1. Bobby Jones is your quarterback. John Lutz will be to his right. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be Lutz. He'll pick up the first down. Stop on the play by Kevin Perry.
Just a little counter play there, loaded up the right side, sent 2 guards there, and we just did not do a good job that time of shedding those blocks either. A lot of space to run.
So we'll call it 1st and 10. Ball's at the Rough Rider 27, 5:28. Clock is moving on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. Bobby Morris keeps the football, and he picks up good yardage. We'll give him a gain of 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 24-yard line. Bobby Morris, your quarterback. Beside him is Parker Bertke. We got a whistle and a flag on the play, a Roots penalty. Ball start for Celina. We'll move it back 5.
Yeah, I didn't really see it happen in real time, but it looked like maybe one of their. Let's run it again. Yep, their right guard was pulling and just flinched a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Bobby Morris, Parker Bertke. He's going to take 2 steps back. He's got pressure. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, and his pass is caught by Braylon Gabus. Good tackle by Noah Dixon.
Nice job by Noah Dixon. Gabus had some space to run, but
boom, right
look
there.
at that. Right in your camera, Noah Dixon closing the door early.
This is a Dr. Mike Thompson neck and back pain relief center. Money
down
for the Rough Riders. They're going to call it 3rd down and 12 for Celina. Obviously a passing situation. They're going to give it to Parker Bertke. He's got the left side. Kevin Perry tracks him down. He's the first man to him. And I believe he's going to be short of a 1st down.
Yeah, St. Mary's was looking for a pass too, but it's also 4th down situation.
Right.
So Celina was okay not getting the 1st down. So they got a manageable 4th down here.
We're going to call it 4th down, and we'll call it a long 3 for the Celina Bulldogs. The ball is resting on the Rough Rider 20-yard line. You can see on your screen. 3:03 remaining here in the 1st half from Bulldog Stadium. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. And I believe we've got a timeout on the field. So with 2:53 remaining here in the 1st half on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 14, the St. Mary's 7. We'll be back. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Alrighty, back at Bulldog Stadium, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along. Beautiful night for high school football here on the west banks of the Grand Lake. 4th down, we're going to call it a long 3 for Celina. Ball is at the St. Mary's 20-yard line.
Knocked down! Knocked down! No flags! Let's see this on the replay. Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay.
See if it's picked off.
I don't think so. I think it hit the ground.
Hit the ground.
I think number 44.
Owen Ott.
Owen Ott.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a playmaker.
Thank you, young man. We'll take 3 more years of him, huh?
Uh-huh. Keep in mind, just a freshman. So the Rough Riders turn the Bulldogs away. 2:50 remaining. Plenty of time for the Rough Riders to get down and score and tie this ball game up. Cody Wallace under center. He'll turn. He'll give the ball to Osborne. Dominic squares his shoulders, but nowhere to go. He may have picked up a couple.
Good stiff arm early on from Dominic Osborne to get away from the defender right away. But fortunately, Celina had a lot of guys there waiting for him down the line.
We'll give him a gain of 1 on that play, so we'll call it 2nd down and 9. Carson Sturwald, the center, out over the ball. Quick pitch, it goes to Colton Mabry. Mabry with the carry.
Just a little toss sweep here. Might have been a missed face mask call right there. Good eyes from the men in the truck.
Absolutely.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4, Joe. This is a really big 3rd down for the St. Mary's offense because you're not in a position where you can really easily go for it on 4th with the time.
Not here.
And if you get this 1st down, you got to start thinking about your 2-minute offense and running down the field. Right now, you're kind of happy letting the clock go. Got another replay here. Watch it right at the end right here. Number 4.
Right there.
Number 4. Braylon Gabus. Got away with one, Joe.
As they did. It'll be 3rd down and 4. The ball is at the Rough Rider 26-yard line. I think if you look at Dave Weilbacher in the truck, I think he's got a striped shirt on.
Yeah.
All right, this is a big play for the Rough Riders. 3rd down, we'll call it 4.
It's a little trap up the middle.
Colton
nice
Mabry
run, young
picks
man.
up a tap house at the square, 1st down.
Here we go. And now we got to see what we're going to do. 1:10 left.
So the Rough Riders picked up a 1st down. We got a timeout on the field with 1:10 remaining on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of opportunities today, Joe, to talk about Tap House at the Square sponsoring our 1st downs.
Brand new sponsor this year. Want to thank them for jumping on board and supporting Rough Rider football on Rider Nation Station. We got a host of sponsors, and I tell you what, we can't do this without them, and we thank them very much. Here comes Dominic Osborne. He'll miss.
Needs to get out of bounds.
Oh my gosh, he's still going. Boy, a couple of stiff arms, and here he comes.
I almost had to eat my shoe, Joe, because I thought he should have got out of bounds.
I thought he was down there. Then he busts.
Wow.
And he pushes the guy out of the way and picks up another tap house at the square, 1st down. Nice run by Dominic Osborne. The Rough Riders need to go with a sense of urgency where we'll be under a minute after this play's over. Kevin Terry. We'll give him a gain of about 1 on the play. Rough Riders still have 1 timeout remaining. Celina has 1 timeout as well. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Rough Riders. Clock is ticking. We're down to 40 seconds remaining. Ball is loose.
Got to call a timeout now, or I think they're maybe just going to let the clock go now. I'm sure there's some people back in St. Mary's watching at home saying, why the heck are we not going with it, going on a 2-minute offense or calling timeout? But I think that Coach Fry right here, we're in your position on the 40-yard line, you can't risk giving the ball up to Celina and giving them a couple shots down the field before half. I think you're okay. Hoping for a long run, but
this will be the last play of the first half. If they get it off, we're down to 3, 2, 1. We're going to get it off. And
Perry just
Kevin
slipped
Perry
again.
slips and falls, and that's going to be the end of the first half with the score. On the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 14, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. We'll be back with the Hewer Renovating halftime show right after this.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles 767. People helping people.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Camping is one of America's oldest pastimes, so why lose a minute of family fun when your RV needs service or repair? At Kill RV Service, we offer you the best in service and repairs. Your site or our site, our experienced team will thoroughly inspect and professionally repair your camper or RV so you don't miss a minute of fun. We do insurance and extended warranty repairs and have a complete array of parts in stock. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV. Call or visit us in Celina or online at killrv.com.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Celina Bulldog Stadium. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, where we've ended the first half of play, and the Celina Bulldogs lead by 7 on the Family Audiology scoreboard by a score of 14-7. So really, the Bulldogs scored first to take a 7-0 lead, and it wasn't long after that. Colton Mabry took off on about a 75-yard run, and he answered quickly. Point after by Logan Rush was good, and it was tied. And then in the second quarter, Celina was able to move the football after being held, starting out deep in their own territory. They just moved the ball down. Good play calling, good execution. They put the ball in the end zone on a little jump pass from the quarterback, Braylon Gabus, and took the lead with the point after 14-7. But here again, the Rough Riders, they had the one big play, but they really haven't executed up to their potential, have they?
Yeah, really well executed offensive half from Celina. And I think St. Mary's is really fortunate that we only have 14 points on the board from them. It's kind of been a night where it felt like a traditional St. Mary's game where Celina's really held the ball all night, and St. Mary's hasn't really had a lot of opportunities. It was nice to see, though, that St. Mary's offense was figuring some things out there on that last drive as they were marching down the field. Hopefully they can take that into the second quarter. We do have some stats, Joe. Not very good on the St. Mary's side. First down, St. Mary's 2, Celina 12. Total yards, St. Mary's 115, Celina 186. Passing, St. Mary's is 1 for 1. Celina's 9 for 10 with 1 touchdown. Passing net yards, St. Mary's 9, Celina 62. St. Mary's has 13 rush attempts for 106 yards. Celina has 19 rush attempts for 124 yards. 2 penalties for St. Mary's for a total of 15 yards, and same for Celina, 2 penalties for 15 yards. St. Mary's just 1 for 4 on third down conversions. Celina 1 for 3. Punts, St. Mary's has had 2 for a total of 69 yards, with 39-yarder being the longest. No punts for Celina. Average drive start for St. Mary's, their 20-yard line, and for Celina, their 34.7-yard line. Time of possession, though, this is what I was talking about. St. Mary's, 7 minutes and 26 seconds. Celina, 16 minutes and 34 seconds. So more than double the time of possession for Celina over St. Mary's that first half. We're used to seeing that being opposite. Absolutely. We're used to seeing St. Mary's up 14-7 with 15, 20 minutes of time of possession, and the other team not getting a lot of opportunities. Let's see if we can flip the script maybe in the second half.
Absolutely. Well, when you look at the Rough Riders and their two first downs, that pretty much tells the tale of the tape right there, because normally it's the Rough Riders might have 7, 8, 10, 12 first downs by this time, but that comes with possessing the football for a good amount of time, and they haven't done that here in the first half.
Well, look at their rushing and attempt and yardage. You have 13 rushes for 106 yards, and we know that one of those rushes was 75 yards. So not a good average for the other 12 rushes. Looking at the individuals a little bit, Joe, St. Mary's passing, obviously Cody Wallace 1 for 1 with 9 yards. Rushing, Colton Mabry, 5 rushes for 94 yards. Joe, we were right. That was an 80-yard run for a touchdown. Kevin Perry, 5 rushes for 8 yards. Dominic Osborne, 2 rushes for 11 yards. Receiving, Carter Steinberg, that 1 catch for 9 yards. On Celina, Bobby Morris has 8 completions on 9 attempts for 57 yards. Braylon Gates has that 1 completion on that 1 attempt for 5 yards. Of course, that was the big one.
Yeah, exactly.
The 4th down jump pass in the end zone. Celina rushing. John Lutz, 7 rushes for 46 yards. Braylon Gavis, 5 rushes for 29 yards. Parker Bertkey, 5 rushes for 22 yards. Receiving, Braylon Gavis, 3 catches, 25 yards. Xander Jones, 2 catches, 12 yards. Caden Wentz, 1 catch for 12 yards. So not a whole lot of receiving for Celina. Of course, we've seen, though, on the field what that's looked like is a couple pivotal first downs on the edges for the Celina receivers.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of chalk dust flying around in the St. Mary's locker room. They're going to have to try to figure out what they can do defensively to stop Celina, and offensively they got to get some things going and open up some holes for these backs. Dominic Osborne and Colton Mabry, I tell you what, they're big, strong backs. They run, but you got to get them some holes. They can't carry 4 or 5 defenders on their back this entire football game. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more on the Hewer Renovating halftime show when we come back to Bulldog Stadium right after this.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Celina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party, dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Celina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Already back at Bulldog Stadium, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Rider Nation Station, it's 14-7 here in this Western Buckeye League contest. In other Western Buckeye League games tonight with 7:12 remaining in the second quarter, Bath leads Van Wert by a score of 21-14. It is Defiance leading Celina at the half, 16 to 6 over Wapak. Elida Shawnee at half, 7-6 Elida. Kenton is leading OG by a score of 20-7. So there's some surprises around the Western Buckeye League. And I'll tell you a couple of teams that I'm going to keep my eye on. Defiance.
Yes.
And Elida.
Yes.
Even though Elida's in a dogfight with Shawnee, they put 42 points on the board last week against Toledo Rogers.
Apparently Kenton too, though, we need to watch. If they're up 20-7 on OG doesn't, even on their bad years, OG doesn't usually give up points like that.
Exactly. And OG lost last week too, so they're starting out 0-1. We've got a lot of viewers watching us all around Rider Nation Station land, and of course I got a text message from someone that's watching in Florida. Zach, you've got a ton of people watching all over.
Grandma Louise and Paul watching from Fort Myers Beach, Florida. Appreciate them tuning in. She said it's a great broadcast, clear picture, and they get to enjoy Florida while we get to enjoy Celina, Ohio.
Absolutely.
On Grand Lake.
Same heat.
Josh Winget watching from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Dominic Brown watching from Tennessee. Got someone watching from Georgia. Lots of people all over the country. Appreciate everybody tuning in to Rider Nation Station. BJ Axe watching from Toledo. Appreciate everybody out there watching all over. Joe, you know I wear a lot of hats.
You do wear a lot of hats. Now one of the hats you are going to wear, you're going to be an official bingo caller.
Mike Burkholder and myself are what you would call the bingo bros.
The bingo bros?
We have a few times helped out with some of the nonprofits in the area for a purse bingo. And we're going to be doing the same on Saturday, October 7th, a designer purse bingo for Rider Rooters. Really excited. Rider Rooters has definitely been roaring back up since COVID, and a lot of great volunteers there. We're starting to see them. They were at Summerfest this year. I saw their booth, and really Rider Rooters is trying to get out there and raise some money. Rider Rooters, of course, helps out all the sports for the entire school system, and we really appreciate them. So Mike Burkholder and myself will be the Bingo Bros on Saturday, October 7th in the St. Mary's Eagles basement for Rider Rooters Designer Purse Bingo. Tickets are $30 pre-sale, $35 at the door, and you can purchase tickets at Effie's Boutique or contact Teresa Hayes with Rider Rooters. So,
do you have any experience?
We've done 3 or 4
Have you really?
of them. Yes, absolutely, Joe. We know all the calls.
You do?
We do the English versions of them, so we don't understand half of them what we're saying. One of them is the Brighton line. Have you ever heard of the Brighton line?
Never.
It's a English subway system or something like that, or train system. No idea exactly what it means, but that's one of the bingo calls.
It is.
Joe, we're very entertaining.
I bet you are. I bet you are. It'd be a good time. So mark that on your calendar. You got a few months ahead of time to get that on your calendar and make plans for that. But a very worthy cause is to go out and support the Rider Rooters. As Zach said, they're a vital part. When I remember when the Rider Rooters first originated, and I don't remember all the names that were sitting at the table. I think it was Dust Muter was one. I think Jack Lawler was another. I'm not so sure if Don Martin was involved in that whole ordeal. But they sat at Dust Muter's kitchen table and come together and thought, how can we put a booster club together? And the Rider Rooters were formed, and their first big project was the Project 60, which put the track out at West School. There was plans at one time that the football stadium would go out there, but that didn't transpire. But the track was put out there at West School with the Project 60 effort. So, but they've been an integral part of Rough Rider football and Rough Rider athletics, not just football, Rough Rider athletics through the years. So we thank them for being a sponsor this year and make plans to go out to the Purse Bingo in October. Well, we've got 50 seconds remaining here in the halftime program, the Hewer Renovating halftime show. We want to thank Hewer Renovating for being our halftime and post-game sponsor throughout this year. Hewer Renovating is your residential specialist. Give Craig a call at 419-394-8643 for all your home renovation needs, and we'll hear from Craig again as our post-game sponsor as well. Well, Zach, what do you think was said in the locker room? If you were a Rough Rider player, what do you think?
Celina's going to get the ball here, so I think you said to your defense, guys, we can't give up a long drive like that. We can't give up 16 minutes of possession. I think we're going to see a little bit more of an aggressive defense. It's going to be Celina's either going to beat us with a big play, or we're going to get in the backfield a little bit more and stop them and stop those drives. I hope we see our DBs press the receivers a little bit more. Don't give up so many of those short passes. Offensively, I think we started to find some things that worked there on that last drive. They just need the ball back, and when they get the ball, they need to stop mistakes. No penalties, no fumbling, no slipping behind the line. It's got to be a very clean game from St. Mary's if they want to pull this out here at the end of the game.
And I think your offensive line has to sustain blocks.
Yep.
You just can't put a shoulder pad on them and let them slide off. They got to sustain the blocks, finish them to the end,
and keep their pads low. Last week that jumped out at me. We were very high blocking with St. Henry, up in the shoulders, sort of just pushing. Well, that's not St. Mary's blocking. You got to get down on the hip. And you got to chop your feet, and you got to keep them in front of you.
You got to get the defender to bend over. That slows him up immensely instead of just putting his hands on you and shoving you out of the way.
Absolutely.
All righty, the Celina Bulldogs are done with their warm-up preparation. The Rough Riders are about ready to end theirs, and they'll head to the sideline. Of course, they put another 3 minutes back up on the clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the kickoff in the second half right after this.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
60. All righty, we welcome you back to Bulldog Stadium in Celina, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. We have an awesome trivia question for you, and that'll be given sometime in the third quarter. Then we'll have the answer for you in the second half.
I'll also try to post it in our live chat of our YouTube channel. And if I think about it, I'll try to get on our Facebook and post it there. And then we'll look for the correct answers, and we'll put them all into a random number generator, and we'll see which one wins all the correct answers.
I don't know. This one's going to be tough.
This is very tough.
I will be surprised because I myself have never heard of it.
You didn't know it. I didn't have a clue.
I didn't have a clue. But I want to let people know that thanks to Joe Ginner and his newspaper archives, he was able to pull out the article, the clip of that, so we know that there is some fact behind it.
Well, Joe retired last year, so I'm glad he's found something to keep him busy.
He can supply us with trivia questions all year. It wouldn't hurt my feelings.
That's good.
Our Fowler TV Game Time temperature here at the start of the second half is what?
Joe, it's gotten down to a cool 81 degrees.
It's beautiful here.
It is really. It really doesn't feel that hot at all. It feels really nice out here.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Logan Rush will kick it off for the Rough Riders. Xander Jones is back, and he will catch the football, and he will get to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. He's got a couple of men to beat, and we've got a touchdown, Xander Jones, but we've got a Roots penalty flag.
There's a penalty flag down
on the field, so the Rough Riders may dodge a bullet.
The ever fortuitous penalty flag, Joe.
Absolutely.
Holding. Man.
Well, you know, I'll be honest with you. Whether there's a penalty on the field or not, Rough Riders have to do a much better job of
there were probably
stopping
six missed tackles here. Let's see if we can see the penalty
there's one,
right here.
There's two. There's three. Oh, that must be the holding. He just laid on him.
Yep.
Yeah. You saw the hold at the bottom of your screen. I think the Celina player just laid on the Rough Rider defender.
Kind of pulled him down. So that's right here on your left side of your screen, number 0 for Celina.
Yep. And then he just laid on him. So the Celina Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. The ball will be placed at their own 32-yard line. So where the Rough Riders dodged a quick bullet there.
Yes, absolutely. Defense needs to take that good, lucky chance and get away with it here.
The handoff is to number 1. First time we've seen him carry the football. That's Caleb Gabus.
I want to say familiar last name, Joe.
Yep. There's a Larry Schaff instant replay. Thanks, Larry Schaff, once again for sponsoring all of our instant replays throughout the course of the season.
First time we saw that jet sweep. Just another way that Celina is able to push and stretch the field on the outside. And we still have no answer for it.
Braylon Gabus is the quarterback. He'll pull it back, and he's going up the middle. He's to the 45-40, and he runs over a St. Mary's defender. Boy, he leveled Carter Steinberg.
Had some good pressure that time up the middle, Joe. Right there in the backfield right now. And Gabus just did a better job of picking a lane.
This tackle by Noah Dixon.
Tackled by Noah Dixon and, quite frankly, his own player, 24, Nick Newell.
Morris gives the ball to Lutz, and he'll dive for about 4 yards. And we'll give him a gain of 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7.
Good job, Caleb Turner, getting a little shoestring tackle there. Some good effort. He was kind of on the ground, and he jumped out and tripped him up.
Second down and 8, ball on the Rough Rider 31-yard line. There's Gabus, and he is tackled. Hayden Davis in on the tackle, Logan Compton in on the tackle, Kevin Perry in as well. Also Caleb Turner.
Well, it seems like the St. Mary's defense has realized if Gabus is in there at quarterback, it's probably going to be a run.
There you go. This is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief center money down for the Rough Rider defense. 3rd down and 6. Ball at the Rough Rider 29-yard line. Little swing pass out to Gabus. He's got the 1st down and more, and he has run out of bounds. But not before he picks up the 1st down.
Real neat play design there. They put Gabus, came across a little fake, like they were going to run it up the middle, and Gabus just floats out into the flats, wide open.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Celina Bulldogs at the Rough Rider 15-yard line. Bobby Morris, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Give the ball to Parker Bertkey. Tackled inbounds. Clock still continues to roll. So we'll give him a gain of 5. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 10-yard line. Bobby Morris, Parker Bertkey to his left. He's got one receiver to the right, one to the left. Give it to Bertkey. Nice stop and tackle by Hayden Davis, as well as number 80, Cameron Dameyer.
Hayden Davis in the backfield right now. Nice wrap up, took him to the ground.
Well, we sure could use a Spring Street Storage turnover about this point in time.
No gain.
Stopped by number 14. That's Jacob Kessler. Good support by Jacob on the sweep. So it'll bring up, we'll call it 4th down and 6. And the Bulldogs are going to kick it as number 22, Zach Graber, comes in. Bobby Morris will attempt it. The ball is placed at the 11. This will be a 21-yard attempt. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is long enough, and it is good enough.
Wow.
So with 7:22 remaining here in the 3rd quarter on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 17. The St. Mary's Rough Riders had their work to do. They have 7. We'll be back right after this.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy, at Schaff Auto Sales.
Lori,
elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Alrighty, this Varsity Lane kickoff return is brought to you by Varsity Lanes and St. Mary's, and the ball is kicked into the end zone, so the Rough Riders will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We'll be bringing you the Rough Rider trivia question here momentarily, and of course our Rough Rider trivia question is being brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, and the winner of our trivia question each week will receive a gift card or certificate that can be picked up at Lori Yelton State Farm Insurance during their normal business hours and be spent at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. There's Colton Mabry with the football. And I think
it was well down.
I think they're going to, I think it was blown down. And that might be a question to ask Mark. Well, it should be. The ground cannot cause a fumble. Am I correct?
Right, yeah. Yeah, he was definitely down. The ball came out afterwards. Now, Joe, we haven't had any turnovers or sacks this game. Knock on wood. We got Spring Street Storage as a sponsor for turnovers and sacks on defensively, and unfortunately we haven't been able to call their name at all this game either.
Colton Mabry was your ball carrier on the last offensive play. We'll call it third down and a big 3 for the Rough Riders. If they want to maintain possession of the football, they're going to have to pick up 3 yards here. Full house in the backfield. Wallace turns, dive play to Dominic Osborne. And he'll
got
pick up
enough.
a tap house at the square, first down.
Good hard run from Dominic Osborne. And it's not the tallest guy, so it's really nice on some of those inside runs and dives like that. So you can get kind of low behind those blockers, and I don't think they can see him very well when he's coming through there. That gets you an extra yard or 2 before defenders usually can find you.
Turn, here comes Jamal Kessler. He's to the 50, he's to the 40, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Nice job there on Kessler, just a classic St. Mary's sweep. Good job out in front of there but from his guards, getting a nice block.
Coming right at you.
Right into your living room there.
And it's another first down brought to you by Tap House at the square in St. Mary's. Full house in the backfield for the Rough Riders. Turn, give the ball up the middle. And I believe that was Kevin Perry on the carry.
Didn't look like a lot, Joe, but look, almost 5 yards there. This offensive line is starting to wear down on Celina's D-line. Joe, you know, these are 2 pretty evenly matched teams, what I'm seeing as well. Yeah. We didn't get the ball back a lot in the first half, but when we did have it, it's been pretty evenly matched on both sides.
Yeah. Well, we've got a little bit of stoppage in play. Why don't I give you the Rough Rider trivia question for tonight? Tonight's trivia question is this. What Rough Rider running back received a scholarship to play football at Florida State University? What Rough Rider running back received a scholarship to play football at Florida State University? You can put your answer in the comments section, whatever you may be watching, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, and we'll be able to see. But that's the question. What Rough Rider running back received a scholarship to play football at Florida State University?
Little Roots Pub penalty there. False start on St. Mary's. Not the second down that you wanted here now. 2nd and 11.
Osborne in motion, give the ball to Colton Mabry, and he goes off tackle, and he maybe gets a yard or 2, but that's about it. We'll give him a gain of a yard, so that brings up 3rd and a very long 9 for St. Mary's. Kevin Perry, he'll get a couple, and that's about it.
Decision time for St. Mary's coaches. Obviously, if you can't kick the field goal, I think you're going for it here. You're not going to punt. You're not going to.
I think we've got a timeout on the field called by the official.
Injured player for Celina.
All right, we've got 4:16 remaining here in the 3rd quarter on the Family Audiology scoreboard. 17-7, Celina leads. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
When it hit him, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is a big offensive play for the Rough Riders.
4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Joe down 17-7. 4th and 7. Got to make a play here.
Pass was intended for number 8 for the Rough Riders. Number 8 is Luke Rammel.
Not a bad play call. Had a little bit of space to make that throw. Just fortunately a little bit off target from Wallace.
So the Rough Riders turn it over on downs with 4:06 remaining here in the third quarter. On the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard, 17-7, Celina leads. Bobby Morris in the shotgun. Beside him is Braylon Gabus. Gabus is going to take the snap. And there he goes. He's going to break it to the 35, to the 40. And he is going to be brought down at about the 47-yard line of Celina.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located
Yeah, it looks like they're just stretching them there on the sidelines. So hopefully not too serious of an injury.
So we've got an injury timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back.
Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Back at Bulldog Stadium, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. 1st and 10 for Celina at their own 49-yard line. There's Bertkey with it. He'll cross the 50-yard line into Rough Rider territory. We'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 8.
Good job there, 93, St. Mary's getting in there, making the tackle. Caleb Turner.
Xander Jones goes wide to the left. Bobby Morris, your quarterback. Man in motion. Give the ball to Lutz. Lutz got a hole. He's deep into Rough Rider territory, and they shove him out of bounds. But not before he tightrope down the sideline.
Just a little misdirection with the man in motion in the backfield. Faked it to him, handed it off to Lutz, and giant hole on the right side.
Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 20-yard line after the nice run by John Lutz.
Noah Dixon came up a little limping, but he stayed out there. Tough kid.
Morris give the ball to Braylon Gabus. And the Celina Bulldogs, Zach, are doing it sideline to sideline.
Yep.
They're just beating the Rough Riders around the corner.
Yeah, we haven't had an answer for them all night for turning them inside.
I think Noah Dixon just went down with a leg cramp as well. It's extremely warm on the football field. Make no bones about it. So they attend to Dixon on the field. We'll take another break. We'll come right back.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
All righty, Noah Dixon, I think, makes his way to the sideline.
Yeah, usually if they get an injury timeout, you got to come off
for at least one play. So 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. Second down and 2. Ball is at the Rough Rider 12-yard line. Celina leads on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard, 17-7. So the Riders have their work cut out. They need a defensive stop right here. Parker Berkey on the handoff. He goes off the left side of the line for a decent gain.
I think he's going to get a first down there.
It's going to be close.
Oh, nope, they're keeping him there, aren't they?
They're going to call it 3rd down and 1, and this is a big...
Nope, bringing out the measuring tape,
all right.
Joe.
We'll see how this pans out. Tell you what,
maybe not. Nope. Switching balls out.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a big Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down.
Told they took a player out of the game. That was the delay.
Okay. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 to go. Braylon gave us the quarterback. He's going to keep it, go left side, and he'll pick up the first down for the Bulldogs. And he'll be inside the Rough Rider 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal. Ball will be placed at the Rough Rider 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6 for the the Bulldogs. Rough Riders have got their work cut out for them now. They got their backs to the Celina goal. Low snap. Gabus up the middle. He's going to be close to the goal line, but he's going to be a little bit short. Might be inside the 1-yard line. There it is. You see it on the Larry Schaff replay. He's going to be at about 2. Comes Bobby Morris back into the ball game. He'll be he's not. Nope, it'll be Braylon Gabus at quarterback. He'll have Parker Berkey beside him to his right. Snap. Braylon Gabus in for a Bulldog touchdown.
Just too much push from Celina's offensive line. Just a giant hole on that right side. Followed his running back as a blocker, and really he didn't have to touch anybody either.
So the score now 23-7 on the Family Audiology scoreboard with Zach Graber point after, and it's good. So with 35 ticks remaining here in the third quarter on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Celina Bulldogs 24, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. Back with the Bulldog kickoff right after this.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs in all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
All righty, we welcome you back to Bulldog Stadium. This Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Jacob Kessler and Kevin Perry to return the kickoff of Zach Graber. And he's got a leg. High end over end kick. This one will be returned by Kevin Perry. He's got a wall of blockers in front, and he'll get it to about the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at their own. Now they'll mark it at about the 24, I believe. 1st and 10 Rough Riders. And they have some work to do.
Absolutely. Need to come out here and get a score quick. I think that'll give everybody a little bit of hope going into the fourth quarter. Anything can happen in football.
Should be a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play. We're going to have offsides by Celina, so it'll move at 5.
St. Mary's is going out of their full house backfield, and they're going on 1. That usually means that it's going to be a check with me situation, where they're going to look and see how Celina lines up, and then they're going to change the play, usually to the left or to the right, depending on which side that they can adjust to better.
First and 5 for the Rough Riders. Colton Mabry on the carry. We'll give him a gain of a couple. We'll call it 2nd down and 3 for St. Mary's. That should be the last play of the third quarter. We're down to 10 seconds. Well, they might get this one off. 3. And they get it off. And it's Carter Steinberg, I believe. A little on the carry. That's going to be the end of the third quarter with the score on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. It's the Celina Bulldogs 24, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. We'll be back with the final quarter right after this.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Back at Bulldog Stadium, Wallace turns, he'll give the ball to Kessler. Kessler will sweep it to the right side, and he'll get a couple. And we'll give him a gain of 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. After this play, we'll give you the answer to our Rough Rider trivia question, in which Zach said there are quite a few people that got this. That's awesome.
Let me see here. There's at least 2, Joe.
Okay.
So there's a couple.
Colton Mabry will be close to a tap house at the square 1st down, and he gets it, so it'll be the 1st down. So here's the question. What Rough Rider running back received a scholarship to play football at Florida State? It was Terry Holman. He played in 1960. He averaged 7 yards per carry on 104 carries that season, and he was signed by Florida State coach Ken Myers. And there goes Dominic Osborne to the 20, to the 15, and he is brought down.
Well, Joe, all we had to do is start talking about classic Rough Rider running backs.
Exactly. And this is something, as I researched this, Terry Holman is the correct answer, and it was senior year as his 1960. But his running mate in the backfield was Kenny Hitchin. And I'll tell you what, from what I read, that was a tandem. That was a tandem.
Absolutely.
Colton Mabry on the carry. Janet Minerding. So congratulations to Janet Minerding, winner of our first Rough Rider Trivia Question of the year, and she can pick up a certificate for a pizza to Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. You can pick that up at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance during their regular business hours. So Terry Holman, the answer. Janet Minerding, the answer, or the winner.
Oh, and Mabry in for the touchdown.
And while we're not paying attention, Colton Mabry goes in for a Rough Rider score. So that is a Fowler TV touchdown by Colton Mabry.
Well, that was what offense needed to do, Joe.
Exactly.
Right down the field, answer right away, give your defense some hope.
Yep.
You got 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Now what you would like to see your defense do is get the
wow,
turnover.
2-point conversion.
And Colton Mabry gets the 2-point conversion.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary.
We're going to have a little replay here, Joe, I think. It's an interesting run here. It's a little kind of like a stretch play, like an outside fullback dive where Colton Mabry took it to the pylon.
Absolutely. So with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the ball game, the Rough Riders are on the scoreboard. They still trail on the Family Audiology scoreboard, 24-15. We'll be back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
With 10:10 to go. All righty, we welcome you back. Logan Rush will do the kicking, and this kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. And that's exactly what they did.
They got it, 10 yards.
It went 10 yards. The Rough Riders say they have it. And now we got a Roots Pub penalty on the field, and they're going to say the Rough Riders touched it before it went 10 yards.
It was close. It was very close, Joe.
So let's take a look at that if we can pull that up on our replay to see if the Rough Riders touched it before it went to the 50-yard line. That's not a good angle. It's going to be hard to see. Yeah. So I think what they're going to say is that the Rough Riders touched the football before it went 10 yards. I don't. Bo Fry is pleading his case with the side official.
Coach Bo's saying I was standing on the 10 yards, Mr. Official, and my players did not touch it before it crossed that line.
Now, that'd have been the shot to take right there. We would have seen that one. But anyhow, they're going to say the Rough Riders touched it before it went 10 yards, so it'll give the football to the Celina Bulldogs. Unfortunate break for the Rough Riders. Well, I'll tell you what, they had momentum starting to swing on their side after the touchdown, and if they would have recovered that onside kick, momentum could have started to turn.
Very well executed.
But unfortunately, the Rough Riders, according to the official, touched it before it went the necessary 10 yards, and it'll be Celina's football. at the Rough Rider 44-yard line. Here comes John Lutz on the right side. He gets a good block. He's got one player to beat, and he's knocked out of bounds by Carter Steinberg.
Same play we saw earlier, just a little jet sweep fake. Handed off to Lutz. A lot of St. Mary's guys bid on that fake to the right side.
It's going to come right in your living room. So it'll be first down for Celina. They'll mark it at the Rough Rider 26-yard line, 9:53 remaining in the game.
Jay, great job from our crew. This is not an easy stadium to get a lot of good angles.
Not.
Doing a great job tonight, guys and gals.
Contain the end, and they did. They gave us. Picks up big chunks of yardage, and he's going to be inside the 10-yard line.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has...
Well, Celina just attacking the ends tonight.
Well, this time...
Inside and outside.
This time, Kevin Perry got him turned inside, but he had no help from the linebackers. They were blocked inside and kept inside, and there's just a big hole for Braylon Gabus. And they're going to put the ball down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6 for the Rough Riders. Well, I'll tell you what a swing of momentum that call was on that onside kick.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Braylon gave us, we've got whistles on the play. They're going to blow it dead for some reason.
I'll be excited to check out that call with Mark Sisko this week on Rules of the Game. It looked very close to me here on the field. I'm sitting about the 50-yard line, and we definitely touched it real close to that line.
Yeah.
I think the unfortunate thing is I don't think we had to. There weren't a lot of Celina guys around.
Not at all. There was a Roots pub penalty on the play. They'll move the ball back 5 yards, so it'll be first and goal from the 11-yard line in for Celina. Braylon Gabus, 6'1" senior, is your quarterback.
Well, what we said all night, don't have to watch this pass.
He's going to run it.
Yep.
He's got a man in motion. And he'll take it right up the middle. And he breaks a couple of tackles, and the Bulldogs score. So the Bulldogs have 30 points on the scoreboard with the point after coming as Zach Graber.
There's too many defenders on the ground there. He's just able to run over them. And not a lot of guys filling in to stop him. And then he runs through the one tackle that we had.
Morris holds. Graber's kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:34 remaining in the football contest, it's the Celina Bulldogs 31, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 15 on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Bulldog kickoff right after this.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Camping is one of America's oldest pastimes, so why lose a minute of family fun when your RV needs service or repair? At Kill RV Service, we offer you the best in service and repairs. Your site or our site, our experienced team will thoroughly inspect and professionally repair your camper or RV so you don't miss a minute of fun. We do insurance and extended warranty repairs and have a complete array of parts in stock. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV. Call.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
This Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes and St. Mary's.
Terry breaks a tackle. Fans over here wanted a late hit, I think.
In
Joe.
the back, way in the back.
Way in the back?
Yep.
Let's watch the replay here. Maybe we picked it up.
No, we can't see it, but it was in the back. So Kevin Perry returns the ball out to the 27-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Got a timeout called by Celina. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Here comes Dominic Osborne. We got a Roots Pub penalty flag thrown on the play, but Osborne will pick up the first down and more, but this one might be coming back. Well, I'll tell you what, there's nothing more frustrating than a running back busting their tail to get big yardage and then it'll be called back.
I think one of the guys got caught grabbing somebody's ankle.
Blocking below the waist.
Oh, chop block.
And it's coming back.
We're calling that on the center again. This is what happened last week a little bit. I don't know, it's hard to see, but we'll have to look at that again with Mark Sisko this week because that was a big topic last week at St. Henry.
Yeah.
2 big calls, and unfortunately there's another big sweep run taken back from a blocking below the waist call.
We'll call it 1st and 22. The ball is setting at the Rough Rider 15-yard line.
I don't know what's going on with Celina, but this should be delay a game on them or something.
They haven't started the play clock yet. Wouldn't you think they would start that?
Yeah, it wasn't an injury.
Colton Mabry, I believe, on the carry.
Looks like it was
Perry.
Perry.
All right, Kevin Perry on the carry. We're under 8 minutes to play in this ball game. Noah Dixon will go wide to the left. Kevin Perry in the slot to the left. And here comes Osborne on the sweep. He's got a block. Nice job cutting off the block, and that's a nice run. Now the ball, oh my gosh,
wow.
They're going to call a fumble on the play. That's a Spring Street Storage turnover on the Rough Riders. Let's take a look at it here on our instant replay.
I mentioned this is a tough field to get a lot of good angles on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they say he fumbled the football.
That was a tough call. It looked to me like he was already on the ground and the ball came out afterwards, but
so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Rough Rider 35-yard line. They're going to send Zanders Jones wide to the left. Quarterback is going to be Braylon Gabus. No, I'm sorry, Bobby Morris, and he'll give it to Parker Berkey. Kevin Perry in on the stop. Noah Dixon in on the stop for the Rough Riders. We'll give him a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd and 3 for Celina. Bobby Morris, your quarterback. Parker Bertkey beside him to the right. Bertkey on the carry. He'll be close to a first down. We'll see if they'll move the chains. It could be 3rd and inches for Celina, which is this juncture in the ball game. It makes no difference because they can just run clock now. Clock is in their favor, as is the score. 31-15 on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. This is a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down for the Rough Rider defense. We'll see if they can rise to the occasion.
Oh, I think they stopped him, Joe.
This could be close. Well, I don't know. The official on the far side said move it.
Wow.
So first down for the Bulldogs.
Oh, that's a generous spot.
And we got, yeah, it was. And then we got another injured player down on the field for Celina, leg cramps. There's a good angle of the first down. You can see the sticks on the far side.
Side judge sort of gave him where his helmet got to, not the ball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he didn't make that.
It's well before.
Absolutely.
It may have even been a loss of a yard. Wow.
Six minutes remaining in the football contest. We'll keep it right here. 31-15 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of sponsors to thank. If you get an opportunity, stop by and see Albert Sporting Good, Grand Lake Roofing, Spees Chiropractic, Fowler TV, Family Audiology and Associates, American Legion Post 323, Varsity Lanes, All Glaze Equipment Rental, Spring Street Storage, Minster Bank, Plus One Professionals, Hewer Renovation, St. Mary's Foundry. Just some of the fine folks bringing you tonight's ball game and throughout the course of the season. First down and 10 for Celina. The ball's at the Rough Rider 24-yard line. Play clock down to 10. Morris will give the ball to Bertkey. We'll give him a gain of 4 on the play. We'll call it second down and 6. The ball is at the Rough Rider 21-yard line. Bobby Morris, your quarterback. Parker Bertkey beside him to his left. We've got a Roots penalty flag flying. Encroachments by the Rough Riders.
Just a little flinch there.
Was there ever a time, and I've seen it, when the defense has jumped and been, but have gotten themselves back, and it's no big, and it's not a penalty. What's the situation with that, or they changed that?
Not in high school football. I think Mark always says there is no neutral zone in high school football.
Number 11, John Lutz on the carry. Takes it to the left side. We'll give him a first down. He goes out of bounds, so it'll stop the clock. 4:35 remaining. That'll be first and 10 for Celina.
It's a good example there on that play of how to grab them by the jersey but not be a course collar, because it was on the outside, not on the nameplate.
Right. Ball is placed just inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 9. Bobby Morris puts the ball on the ground, and I don't know if he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. He may have. He may have picked up a couple.
So I think it's going to be a loss.
It's going to be a loss of about a yard.
It's going to be our first sack of the evening, Joe.
Brought to you by our friends at Spring Street Storage Sack. Say that 3 times fast.
And guess who that was, Joe?
Who?
Owen
Ott.
Ottesakum. Owen Ottesakum.
Absolutely.
We got 3 more years to say that.
So it'll be second down and goal at the 9-yard line. Parker Berkey, the ball carrier. So it'll be Dr. Mike Compton, Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, money down for the Rough Riders. It'll be third down and goal from the 8-yard line. Obviously, the Bulldogs are in 2-down territory. If they don't make it here at Obvious Hill, they'll go for it. Bobby Morris in the gun, gives the ball to Parker Berkey, and he goes nowhere, and I think he's going to even lose some.
Good tackle for a loss there from St. Mary's. See Coach Bo Fry there in your screen getting that quick timeout.
So we've got a timeout on the field with 2:30 remaining here in the football contest. 31-15, Celina on top on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Celina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Fourth and goal for the Bulldogs at the 7-yard line of St. Mary's. Morris is going to throw the foot. Oh my gosh, he's all alone. Touchdown. Xander Jones. 7-yard pass from Bobby Morris. That was just a well-designed play. The flow comes, and he just cuts back across the game, and nobody is there.
Number 2, just a simple drag route to the left, flooded everybody else to the right, and nobody picked him up through the mess.
Nice call. Zach Graber on to do the kicking out of the hands of Bobby Morris, who will hold. 2:27 remaining. Timeout Celina. 37-15 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Celina on top. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party, dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Back at Bulldog Stadium, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to go for 2. John Lutz, and does he make it? He's going to be stopped short, so the 2-point conversion no good. 2:27 left in the ball game. 37-15, Celina on top. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the Bulldog kickoff right after this.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or post.
All Glaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Celina Road or allglazeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. All Glaze Equipment Rental.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Already back at Bulldog Stadium, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along for this contest between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Celina Bulldogs, the Battle of the Lake. And apparently this one is going to go to Celina this year. They lead 37-15. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you thought this was a cool rivalry, Celina just went for two, up 37-15. So, yeah, I think they're definitely taking their Woody Hayes because they couldn't go for three.
Exactly. Kevin Perry takes this varsity lane kickoff return back. And they're going to place it about the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at the 25-yard line. Here comes Osborne with the football. He'll cut back across the green, and he'll be close to a first down, but he'll be short. And we've got more leg cramps.
Good hard run from Osborne.
Well, while they attend to the injured player on the field, we'll take another quick break. We'll be right back. Back at Bulldog Stadium, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. Rider Nation Station, glad to have you along. We had a lot of people watching from all over the country. So we appreciate you joining in. Next week we'll be at home, I believe. Am I correct in that?
You are.
I
The
think
first
we're
home game.
Wallace being flushed out of the pocket. And he lets one fly, and it's going to be picked off. And that should just about do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. A good job of Wallace with scrambling around. Bought himself some nice time. Just not sure what he saw down the field that he was throwing to.
So the Spring Street Storage turnover will give the ball back to the Celina Bulldogs, and we'll see if they take a knee. Maybe not. After they went for two on the extra point, they may want to go for some more.
Might put the
dagger into them.
Yeah, put the foot on the gas.
I think we play Defiance next week.
We got yeah, Joe. I was just about to look up their score. I was going to say, the good news is we're coming home. Bad news is Defiance beat Wapak tonight, 16-13.
Victory formation for the Celina Bulldogs. Morris under center for the first time. do it a couple of more times, and this ball game will be over.
Coach Bowe alluded to it in your interview. The schedule does not get any easier for St. Mary's. They've got Defiance next week at home.
Then they go back on the road for 2 more.
Yep.
So the first 5 ball games of the season for the Rough Riders, 4 of them are on the road.
At Wapak, at OG.
Ouch.
OG is losing, but they're always
tough. They'll do it one more time, and this game should be over. So the Rough Riders will drop their record to 0-2 overall, 0-1 in the Western Buckeye League. Celina goes to 1-1 in the regular season, 1-0 in the Western Buckeye League, but there's a lot more Western Buckeye League action to go before this season's over. They'll run the play clock down as far as they can. This should be the last play of the ball game. That should do it. The final score on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard. It's the Celina Bulldogs 37, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 15. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the Hewer Renovating post-game show right after this.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Welcome back to the Hewer Renovating post-game show brought to you by our friends at Hewer Renovating, your residential specialist. Give Craig a call at 419-394-8643 for all your home renovation needs. It was all Celina Bulldogs from the get-go, and I'll tell you what, the 3 people that stuck out for me offensively, and we'll check their stats when Zach reads them. is Braylon Gabus, Parker Berkey, and John Lutz. They did the majority of the had the majority of the offense here tonight. So,
absolutely. Also, Bobby Morris, I thought, when he needed to make some passes, made some really, really clean, crisp passes to the outside. Didn't make mistakes, which is what you need out of a junior quarterback that's starting his first year.
And unfortunately for the Rough Riders, they had good flashes of play, of good plays, but it was like one or two, and then that was pretty much it.
Yeah, they couldn't get a lot of consistency from the
Exactly.
Rough Riders. When we're seeing uncharacteristic things like penalties and just, I guess, poor effort or poor execution maybe on some drives where you see they can be world beaters on a couple downs,
right?
And then it's like they disappeared from the field on a couple downs.
Exactly.
Looking at the stats, though, Joe, heavily weighted towards Celina. First down, St. Mary's 8, Celina's 24. Total yards, St. Mary's 275, Celina 391. St. Mary's is 1 for 3 passing with 1 interception. Celina 11 for 12 passing with 2 touchdowns. While I'm thinking about it, I need to thank Andy Rammel for getting me these stats, by the way. He did a great job of getting them to us all night.
Absolutely.
Fortunately, wasn't a lot to write home about on the St. Mary's side, but thanks, Andy Rammel. Always able to get us these stats early. And passing net yards, St. Mary's 9, Celina 88. St. Mary's had 30 rushes for 266 yards. Celina had 48 rushes for 303 yards. St. Mary's had 1 fumble lost. Celina had 1 fumble, but they were able to fall on it. St. Mary's had 6 penalties for 41 yards. Celina had 5 penalties for 35 yards. Third down conversion, St. Mary's was 2 for 6, and Celina was 4 for 9. Average drive start, Joe, you talked about it last game. Unfortunately, it wasn't much better here. St. Mary's average drive start, 22-yard line. Celina average drive start, 42-yard line.
Big difference, isn't it?
Big difference. Time of possession as well did not get much better. St. Mary's 14 minutes and 43 seconds. Celina 33 minutes and 17 seconds. So nearly doubled the possession time. Cody Wallace 1 for 3 with 9 yards. Colton Mabry 12 rushes for 119 yards. Kevin Perry 8 rushes for 15 yards. Dominic Osborne 6 rushes for 90 yards. Thought Dominic Osborne really showed in the second half why he's been a starter for a couple years now, and they're really going to need him to step up along with some of those running backs.
Dominic Osborne would have had 100 yards if that long run would have been called back.
Yeah, I've also heard from multiple people that he was definitely lying on the ground on that fumble, so we'll take a closer look on it with Mark Sisko, but multiple people have said he was definitely down, and they're not sure what that call was about. So it happens sometimes, though. We know that referees are humans too. So, and that certainly didn't make the biggest difference.
No,
37 to 15.
Absolutely not.
Receiving, Carter Starnberg 1 for 1, 9 yards. Celina, Bobby Morris 10 for 11, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Braylon Gabus 1 pass for that touchdown of 5 yards on that jump pass. Rushing, Parker Berkey 16 rushes for 40 yards. Braylon Gabus, 13 rushes for 120 yards. John Lutz, 12 rushes for 112 yards.
Wow.
Braylon Gabus, 4 catches for 39 yards. Xander Jones, 3 catches for 24 yards. And Caden Wentz, 1 catch for 12 yards. So like you're absolutely correct. John Lutz, Braylon Gabus, and
Parker
Berkey. Majority of the offense for Celina, some playmakers there. And Bobby Morris, 10 for 11 for 83 yards passing. Like I said, had a lot of nice, crisp passes and didn't make mistakes.
Absolutely. Well, this statistic stands out to me, 2 of them. I think total offense was 275 and 30 rushes for 266.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like that. Did it to you?
No.
It did not seem like they had 275 yards of total offense to me at all. But
no, we got a lot of yards there, though, on that last drive before half that we weren't able to capitalize on. We had a couple drives stopped by penalty and stopped by turnover. So I think offensively you definitely saw a lot more things tonight that you liked if you're St. Mary's.
Right.
Unfortunately, the defense tonight really couldn't adjust to Celina's execution, and give Celina credit. Their offensive line really impressed me, Joe. We saw multiple plays with their guards outside, their tackles sealed our ends, and there was nobody there to make the play for St. Mary's. Their guards did a good job of taking out any linebackers that got in the way.
Well, that's going to conclude our telecast of Rough Rider football here tonight from Bulldog Stadium. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors and all of those that watched along the way. And again, with the win, the Celina Bulldogs go to 1-1 on the season, 1-0 in the Western Buckeye League. The Rough Riders dropped 0-2 on the season, 0-1 in the Western Buckeye League. We'd like to thank our crew tonight. Did a great job in the truck and on camera. Rich Spencer, Doug Spencer, Dave Weilbacher, Ross Henshin, Logan Yelton, Kylie Tennant, and John Boyd. So I want to thank those folks for their job as well. Once again, our final score, the St. Mary's Rough Riders fall to the Celina Bulldogs 37-15. For Zach Farrell, I'm Joe Hurlbert. We'll see you next week when the Rough Riders will be at home against the Defiance Bulldogs. We'll be there to bring it to you. Until next time, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.